Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Captain's Coach. My name is Will Mason, and you are joining me back on this 48 Beneteau Swift Trawler. I just pulled out of the Palm Beach boat show, and we are about to take this boat back to Naples. If you saw in my previous video, I brought this boat from Naples to the Palm Beach show, had some really cool footage of moving in the show. But we're doing the repeat right now. We're running it back. I'm cruising north on the ICW, about to go out of Lake Worth Inlet. But while I'm doing this, check out this footage of a lot of these boats exiting the boat show this morning. Really cool to see all these multi-million-dollar boats coming out of their spots and leaving the area in some really fast current. So check it out, and we'll get underway with this trip. Pretty cool fish around. These sport fishes are about to come out. So that current starts pushing them right away. That would have been more fun. Good camera work.
You got a couple cocktails, even better. You want a good angle, the outside's gonna be more fun.
Yeah.
How many Maritimas does that live? How many Neotonia?
With that figure. Yeah, that current's still ripping pretty good. It ain't calmed down yet. Be no problem getting that boat out of there. smoking.
Yeah. Needs to be.
No, the current's smoking. I thought it was almost slack tide. It ain't it ain't chilled out yet.
Slack is gonna be too nice today.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're both on.
I got you. All right, they're making this dock go away, and that's going to give me a hole. Once these two get out of here, then I'm able to go. Once they move this one and that one, get a little bit closer to my turn.
Typically with the boat show,
All right, I'm finally getting out of here. The dockmaster for the show gave me the go-ahead. Probably waited about an hour and a half, but here the next few seconds, you're definitely going to notice I'm on the bow thruster a lot more than I recommend or that I generally am. And basically that is because of all of the current that you just witnessed right to my starboard side. It's flowing north. So as I come out of here, they're getting me untied. As I make my approach, I do have port and forward and starboard and reverse slowly rotating, but you can hear that I'm working the bow thruster, and I'm trying to keep this boat over to my starboard, right where that guy's standing as much as possible. I'm not taking a chance with that current. One thing about current and tide is when it grabs you, it is not letting you go, especially when you are beam to the current, which right now I am beam to the current. So I'm keeping it over to that starboard side, right close to that dock, using the thruster as much as possible. And just about right now is when you gotta commit, right? So I gotta get the boat straight and I gotta go. And I gotta get out of that tight section and out here to open water so I can maneuver a little bit more. But in that moment, I'm not taking any chances on that current grabbing me while I am beam to the current, and that current is trying to push my starboard side. So that went pretty well. Obviously I laid off the thruster just a little bit at the end there. Now we're out to open water, get off the thruster, and walk the boat out using the gears. All right. Well, that was a lot smoother coming out of the show than it was coming in the show. Whereas the current's still pretty ripping out here in the middle of the ICW, but it's still moving pretty good. But we also were lucky. It was approaching slack tide at low tide, so it was not moving quite as fast. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. That was some really cool footage. We're cruising up the ICW here, probably about 2 or 3 miles from the inlet. We're gonna try to get to Marathon. So we got about 175, 180 miles from Palm Beach to Marathon. I'm gonna stop, hopefully at Safe Harbor Marina. So probably got an estimated arrival time of 7:30, 8 o'clock, hopefully running about 22, 23, something like that. And grab some dinner. I gotta get fuel, so I gotta put the boat somewhere tonight. So we're gonna get fuel in the morning and then head to Naples. Weather so far looks pretty good. We do have a big, strong storm moving across state right now, headed to Palm Beach. So I gotta get south of Miami pretty quick. I'm hoping by the time I get to Miami, that's gonna come right over Fort Lauderdale and Palm Beach and miss me, but we'll see, you never know. It's supposed to be a pretty good one. Definitely some overcast and gray skies in the air today. A lot of humidity. You can kind of feel it in the air, which, you know, I'm sweating. It's 12 o'clock. It's super humid down there. We're finally getting back into the 80s in South Florida. It's been a long, cold, windy winter. Let's get going on this. All right, coming through Lake Worth Inlet. Well, last time they had the dredge over here, so I guess they finished over there. Maybe they're dredging over on this side, but they moved the whole rig. Big super yacht out there on anchor. All right, let's get it up. Go ahead and cut it out. Head south. Gonna get this thing up to about 3,000. Run the beach. All right, 2,600. Sure is nice out here. At least it's calm. Got lucky again. See how fast we get to Marathon. There's that storm. A few pops of lightning as well. But definitely a lot more south than I was anticipating. It's coming through the Keys right now in Miami. Miami's getting hammered right now. It's a good one.
Sometimes somebody can get onto those things.
It's raining. Just trying to get through this. Coming by Miami. Government cut. Yeah, that storm got pretty rowdy for a few minutes. A lot of lightning. Definitely took a little bit of a gamble there, but you just got to keep going. I wasn't the only one out there, but I just kept it moving. We ran through the worst of it. Got about 100 miles to go. The phone says an 8 o'clock arrival. All right, finally pulling into Marathon, about to come around Vaca Key. Watching a little castaway as I'm underway and on autopilot. Got the fuel alarm beeping at me, saying I'm at 10%. I know, we're good. We only got 15 miles to go. Is it a bad omen to watch Castaway while you're on a boat? Y'all let me know in the comments whether you think that's a playing with fire. This fuel alarm is driving me nuts. Well, it's been a long day. Been running here for about 7.5 to 8 hours. Finally coming around the corner here, and we've got a couple buddies that have a 58 Hatteras at Safe Harbor and Marathon, so I'm gonna get a little transient slip tonight, and because I gotta get fuel anyway. So apparently I'm going into slip 3 at Safe Harbor. Go meet up with those guys, get something to eat, grab a drink. Probably get up at 6:37 in the morning. Got to get a couple 100 gallons of diesel, and we'll head to Naples. So hopefully we'll have a nice, easy morning. Pulling into Naples by noon, 1 o'clock. And then I'm actually I'm getting in an Uber after I drop this boat off in Naples. And I'm going up to Fort Myers Beach and grabbing a 37 Scout, brand new 377 LXF. And we're taking that boat from Fort Myers Beach back to Sarasota. And then I'll find a way back to the house. So we'll pull in here to Marathon and call it a day. One thing about doing this job is just the crazy schedule. Those of you that have worked with me and have a personal relationship with me, you understand that my schedule is absolutely insane. It's crazy. It's like putting a puzzle together. And when it's good, it's good. And when it gets slow, you're just slow. But this time of year, it's springtime. Yeah, I mean, I stay pretty busy year round, but in the springtime, it's like you get these back-to-back jobs. I mean, it's just day after day after day. It's very tiring, very exhausting, especially doing these solo trips, which I did try to find somebody to go with me on this leg, but nobody's off during the week, you know. So it's harder to find people than you think that are available. It's awesome, you know, in the Keys, watching the sunset coming into the harbor here, but definitely tired. Haven't eaten since 6 a.m. You know, food kind of gets put to the side a little bit. I don't always provision, you know, I'm not, let's just get on the boat and go, you know. We're on a deadline. We got a time crunch. You know, I don't have time to go to Publix and stock up, so we just get on the boat and go. If I need something, I'll stop. But just kind of gotta stick it out, you know. This is not a job that you need a lot as an individual, you know. Doing this delivery stuff and being on the water all the time, you know, may not be for you. You know, there's some scarcity involved. You're going a long distance without some things. You know, it's very go with the flow. And there's pluses and minuses to that. But I love what I do. I mean, you can be sitting in a cubicle, put it that way. Yeah, I got about, I don't know, 25 gallons in each tank. That's what the gauge is showing me. Coming in the channel. speed under the boat. All right, let's pull her back. All right, let's go to slip 3. Got to get it off sync, pull my trim tabs up. Got to figure out whether this is port or starboard side. Get my thrusters on. Get my rudder straight. Tide's moving. How's it going?
All right, how you doing?
I should have been more prepped, but I'm over it. How you doing? Good, good. Palm Beach Boat Show.
Yeah, tell me about it.
No, I brought this into the show 2.5 weeks ago, and I pull up to Lake Worth Inlet, and I'm like, damn, there's a lot of boats out here. I mean, there's like a parking lot. And I'm like, what's going on? They had the inlet closed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was listening on 16, luckily, and they had it shut down. Then they opened it up like an hour after I got there. All right, well, we got her in there. We got Dave. Go say hi to the camera. Introduce Captain Tobin. Oh. We'll see you back home. Nice to meet you.
Yes, sir. Good to meet you, Will. Take care, buddy.
Uh-oh. Yeah, just chunk it up there. We're good. Yeah, so that was Captain Tobin. He's Marine Max's delivery and training captain in St. Pete. Super good guy, good friend. He just so happened to be down here with a Aquila 47, that Molokai that you see right there behind me. The technique that I'm currently using right now is I've got port in reverse, throttled up in reverse just a little bit, and then I'm offsetting that with starboard forward while I am using the bow thruster. So that's what allows me to do that sideways motion with 2 direct drive inboards with the bow thruster. So a little bit of port reverse there and starboard forward. That's what walks the stern off, and then you can use the bow thruster to keep the bow moving off the dock with the stern as well. Generally works pretty good. It doesn't work very well when there's a current or a wind. Hey, this is the 48 Beneteau that just left. I need to give you this key fob, right, for the marina?
If you want to just come back, I'll grab it from you real quick.
Yeah, all right. I'll be as quick as I can. Hang on.
Good. Safe harbor, stand by on 16.
I got to give him this key fob real quick. Good?
You might be able just to chunk it, might be easier. Thank you.
Thanks, bud. I'm sure there's a fee for that, right? If you take it? Oh, damn. All right, morning guys. We are heading out to Safe Harbor. Put about 360 gallons worth of fuel in the boat. So pointing across to Naples. We're gonna come under the 7 Mile bridge here. We're just a little too high to get under the, what I call like the main span of the 7 Mile. So we gotta go down to where it arches up a little bit and then work through all the banks and we'll be good to go. All right, well, I have no idea where this weather came from, but it is blowing hard and it's blowing right at me. I mean, it's definitely 2 to 3 foot. White capping, blowing nasty. Kind of sucks, honestly. I mean, the boat's taking it okay, but definitely pretty bumpy. Ugh. But I hope this calms down the closer we get. And I hope it's not worse after we turn the corner at Marco Island. Alright, well, it laid down a fair amount. It's not quite blowing as much. They're not quite as stacked together. But I picked up the pace. I had to slow down to about 20 mile an hour. Now I'm back up to 23, 24. Trying to make more time. But a lot better. We got about 20 miles to Marco Island and about another 20 to Naples, so we're looking at 42 miles. I don't know where that blow came from. I don't think that was forecasted, but definitely was sporty. Marco Island, sliding by it, almost there. Laid down a good bit. Pulling into Naples. Man, the winds have been like, you know, obviously it was rough coming across, then it kind of laid out, and now it's blowing again. So, I don't know, it's 2 foot chop, something like that. Not terrible. But about to make the turn to starboard, come in the inlet. Looks like I got a sailboat ahead of me. I don't know, maybe I could beat him, but you know, when you're coming into an inlet like this, you know, Naples and Venice are tight, even on the East Coast. The East Coast running inlets is a little different on the East Coast. I'll talk about that in one of these videos, but you know, when it's blowing from the northwest, so it's going to be pushing me up my stern into the pass. You want to keep the boat moving. You don't really want to slow down, because if you slow down a lot, it starts to really get hard to steer, you know, with those waves pushing you from the stern. So, you know, you can slow down just a little bit, but I'm just going to keep it on plane. You know, I'm running about 22, 23 right now, and I'll just keep it cruising in there if I can beat this sailboat, and then I'll slow it down once I get inside the rock jetty. But I don't want to be, yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to slow down. He claimed the channel, and I definitely don't want to run by him while he's trying to get in there. So we'll just match his speed, even though he's going slow as crap. Alright, trim tabs up a little bit. You always want your trim tabs up in a following sea to some extent. If you're on plane, you can have them down a little bit, but when you're going slow, hull speed, following sea, you definitely want your tabs up. Alright, this guy's going slow as can be. Guess there's nothing I can do about it. He needs to pick up the pace. Put some fuel to that thing. He's probably got a little left. It's about 1 o'clock, so we left Safe Harbor about 8:15 maybe. So it took about 4 hours. Would have been a lot faster. Would have been maybe 3.5 hours. No, more like 3.5 hours if the seas hadn't picked up on me, but still not bad. Made pretty good time. I don't know where these cats are going today. They're not going to have a lot of fun out there in that little 22-footer. Alright, let's see if I can come around this guy. All right, so once again, I've made plenty of videos running through Naples. This is a resume normal operation zone. That does not mean that you should be on plane the whole time. See, I've got a couple guys fishing here. I'll just go ahead and pull it back for them. Once I pass them, I'll get it back up, but you know, it's tight through here. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of docks, a lot of boats. You want to try to be as courteous as possible. I don't want to see that. There's a guy to my port side anchored up by some rocks. Don't want to push him up there. If he's not anchored correctly, he will be gone into the bank pretty quick. Got this guy to my starboard. Well, they're doing more seawall construction. Where are they? Oh yeah, over there on the port side. Got the guy with the no wake billboard over there on the boat. This boat's a salty mess. Dang. Yep, it is busy back here. All right, guys, well, she's home. Had a few camera difficulties while I was trying to dock, which really sucks because I was actually using the dock mate, which is the remote control, and definitely need to do a video on that system. It's pretty cool. Makes it super easy if you're single-handed, but she's back. I really appreciate all you guys watching. Now I'm headed to Fort Myers Beach. I'm gonna catch an Uber after I get this thing straightened up and cleaned up. I'm gonna go get on a 377 Scout and run it up to Sarasota to finish my day. Hopefully be home by 9 o'clock tonight. That's the game plan, but long day. But stay tuned for that video. This boat is also for sale. Definitely hit up Andrew Summerhour is with Viage Group. If you want to get in contact with him, send me an email. I'll put you in touch with him. He's a great guy. He's got this boat listed for sale. Needs to go low hour. It's 90 hours on this boat. It's a 2023 48 Swift Trawler. So if you want to learn more about the boat, send me an email. I'll put you in touch with him. Had a lot of great comments lately. I've had a lot of people coming up to me around the docks lately and telling me how great the information is. I just appreciate all of you watching, appreciate all the nice comments, and always feel free to come say hi if you see me around. But definitely keeps me motivated to keep going. But once again, appreciate it very much. Please like and subscribe, leave a comment. We'll see you on the next one.